Welcome to clickmeproject.com. Let us we discuss about secure email messaging to selected group members using PGP technique. Here is the abstract of our project. Email messaging is a very popular application of internet and frequently used by the internet users to send message in the less amount of time. During email message transaction over insecure network, one can trace the original email easily. So, to provide an secure email message transactions in the open insecure network, we proposed a new SIM called PGP Predicted Privacy Protocols. At present, there are three main protocols, security protocols for email messages are already in use, which are PGP, PAM, and SMIME. PGP is the most important security protocol, which is used for the message transactions, which supports the conventional cryptographic techniques and completely free and usable by the mass people. Since PGP cannot support the transmit the same encrypted messages to the multiple recipients. In this proposal, we propose the two modifications to avoid the limitation of the PGP for not transmitting the same encryption to the multiple recipients. We are just using the encryption and decryption based on Blowfish algorithms using the same key for decryption which provides the security of our message transactions over the insecure internet. Next, we can forward the same messages, encrypted messages to the multiple residents using PGP. Here is the data flow diagram for our project. Initially, we are just going to register the email of the specific user authentications. The user only authorized users can send forward the messages to the specific groups using their own unique group keys. From the sender says login, once authentication is validated, the sender can compose their own message to forward their group using with their group keys for the decryption purposes. In the while compose message, just we are going to select the text file as a messages, or we can modify and update the text file just to forward to that specific sender just in the group. And then once a compose message can be performed, the hash functions to be applied just and to generate the digital signature for the integrity verification so it received the email message at the receiver side. Just from that we are just importing the Blowfish algorithms to encrypt the same messages to transfer the multiple receivers which is present inside the group. Once the Blowfish algorithm is used to encrypt the text files, then the encrypted files can be stored in the server database. Whenever the receiver's authentication is validated, they can be accessed from the databases, and the decryption purposes can be performed using the same key which is used for the encryption and the integrity verification test can be done just based on the digital signatures based on the hash function test, and file is at last the final file is received and stored in their specific receiver databases. Here is the running procedure of our project. Initially, the login form will be generated for validating the sender for authentication purposes. Sender may enter their own username and password. New user can register using create a free accounts. Once a user is authentication is validated, then their own inbox form will be opened like this, and from that we can use a composer mail. Just you can view the contacts, you can view the send items as to, and just we are going to see the connects right now. These are the groups as they contains the number of users, different users, and then these are the contacts that can be added in the gross user. And yes, we are going to view the send items too. These are before that the user just say can be forwarded to the same group or two times as earlier. Just we are going to compose some mails and forward to a specific group. The group name should be mentioned in the two side as a normal email forwardation, and just we are going to browse and compose some mail. From that you can add a file, some messages too, and update the file. before forwarding to a specific user, and general digital can be generated based on the SHA function, and ciphertext can be encrypted using the blowfish algorithm, and finally forward is used to forward the specific to all the users in the which is present is inside in the group. And go while checking the send items, there are three uses after sending that to the specific user groups, and there no messages, no unread messages there. Then just we can sign out this, and if a user just login just which is present inside the group, he may came to know the messages is sent by the user A. This is the unread messages which is sent by the group users A to the B, and you can view the messages right by clicking here. Then the contents will be displayed like this. Once the message is read, it is automatically moved to the read messages. The read messages contain just the last messages can be received just up to right now in the B databases, and he also make the same authorized rights to view their contacts as well as the send items as too. These are the processes based on the encryption. Blowfish decryption can be done in the unread messages when the key can be provided as default is using based on the groups which are present as added in the email IDs. These are the read messages. Once the read messages can be viewed after the unread messages can be added to the read messages. So in email message security, the PGP is a simple and supports the conventional cryptographic techniques and completely free. Hence, this paper proposed the two modifications of PGPs using group keys. The first modification proposes the use of group key to encrypt the session key, avoid the limitation of the PGP to transmit the same encrypted message to the multiple recipients. The second modification proposed the use of group key instead of the sender private key for digital signal generation as integrity verifications. It avoids the use of the public key crypto system just in PGP. Its both modifications just increases the processing speed of the PGP.